How's it going, everybody? My name is Release Radar, and in today's video, we are going to be taking a look at the performance of Redfall on PC. I bought this on Steam to test it here on the Steam Deck. The reviews aren't that great, so this is probably going to be a benchmark and a return because the game is on Game Pass, but you might want to stay away from this one. The reviews don't look too good, but let's just go ahead and jump on right into it. Before we get into the rest of the video, I want to let you guys know that I started a podcast with some friends called Joystick Junkies. Go ahead and check that out in the link in the description below. And then also subscribe to the channel. Leave a like on this video. Really helps. Let's get into it. All right, so we're going to go ahead and click play. I know nothing about the PC port of this. It came out a couple of hours ago, but I was busy. I was hanging out with somebody. But now I have the opportunity to go ahead and just get it running. So I've heard that the game's not good. The reviews, I looked at some reviews while I was watching a movie, and the reviews don't look good. So I'm a little skeptical of what kind of product this is, and Bethesda has just had such a bad time recently, and I know they didn't make this, they published it, but that really doesn't matter because the average gamer is going to see the Bethesda logo and immediately associate that with Skyrim and Fallout, and the last Fallout game was 76, and that wasn't good, and while Skyrim was good, ESO was kind of controversial. So Bethesda Publishing and just Bethesda Game Studios need more hits to come in, or those studios might fall apart before we ever get to see the Elder Scrolls 6 or Fallout 5, which is a scary thought. But I don't want to be too pessimistic because I am excited about Starfield. But this video is not about Starfield; it's about Redfall. So we're gonna go ahead and get it loaded up. So I will see you guys in game. All right, so the game has loaded finally. Didn't take that long, so we're going to go ahead and look at our settings, see what the Steam Deck defaulted to here. Full screen, 1280 by 720 because I am recording this with my capture card. HDR is off. Field of view is 90. We're going to just go for the lowest settings across the board. We'll put on FSR 2.1 on balanced, and yeah, we'll see how this runs. I haven't played any of this yet, so I don't know what to expect, but as I said earlier in the video, if I didn't cut that part out, this game is just from what I've heard. Like, it's not horrible, but it's also not like Dishonored or Dishonored 2 or Prey, like other of the Arkane Studios games, and I don't care about the cutscene here. I just want to get into gameplay and see what performance is like. And this game is $70, by the way, on Steam, new. If you're going to buy this game and not play it on Game Pass, it is $70. And I don't know about y'all, but I'm not for this price tag of $70 for games, especially with the PC performance of Jedi Survivor. Although I love Jedi Survivor so far, it runs so bad. And wow, this mouse sensitivity is low.
Well, there's still daylight.
Okay. And I'm going to verify that I am on the lowest settings I can be. Wow, in-game sensitivity is substantially lower than actual mouse sensitivity. I'm going to have to throw that up real quick. Do like one. We'll do 2. It was way too slow. All right, video here. Let's see if we are on the lowest across the board. Yeah, overall quality. We're going to go to custom, and we're just going to make sure everything's as low as it can go. Okay, cool. What other options are there? Oh, there's DLSS in here too, probably, right? Yeah, our Intel XeSS. I'm going to use AMD FSR. And you know what? I'm going to put it on Ultra Perform. Yeah, we're going to just tank it and just see if we can get 60 frames, because we're getting about 40 now. I don't think I have the Steam Deck's refresh rate limited to 40, but let me just verify that real quick, because that would be incredibly stupid of me. And also, I want to get this performance overlay up for you guys as well. And nope, it's at 60, so that's not what's happening here. Okay, I mean, it's a relatively stable 40 frames. Press T to toggle your flashlight. Okay. The sensitivity is still a little low.
Need to stock up on medical supplies. No telling what else is out here.
Some smoochies, that's a funny snack name. How can I? Okay, I don't want to take the time to read anything because, as I said, I'm going to return this on Steam and play it on Game Pass because I'm not worth $70 from what I've seen. Okay, there's the medical supply. I don't really care about being careful with my looting. I just want to play. I'm going to get into some combat. None of these doors will open. There's no way out of here. What's the crouch button? C, okay. I usually crouch with X. I know, I'm a filthy Arma player. Is there supposed to be a reticle at the center of the screen? Because if there is, I'm just not seeing it. Okay, missing persons. Ah, I didn't see those right here.
Ain't no escape for them neither.
What in the supernatural? What the heck? Okay, I mean, this is cool.
Not with that.
You know, I did skip the cutscene, so I don't really know what's going on here. Thought I saw that pistol.
Firearms. That's more like it.
I don't need a tutorial on how to handle a here pistol. I am from the South, yeehaw. I mean, I wear a Beretta hat in most of my videos. If you guys didn't know what that hat is, it's a Beretta hat. Like, you know, the Beretta pistol. I can open that trunk? I can open that trunk. I mean, that's cool. I was thinking about, like, AI generations for games, you know, like how to properly use AI, because it's been talked about how some game developers might be using AI for things like artificial intelligence and stuff, and that might be cool, but I was thinking like license plates. Like, couldn't you theoretically generate an indefinite number of license plates using ChatGPT in a video game instead of having to like manually do all that? I'm sure they already have AI systems for that already. But using ADI, wow, English, AI to help with, you know, stupid little annoying tasks like that, menial tasks, that's the word I'm looking for, would be better than just doing it all yourself. Break up. I will tell you one thing, this game's not very graphically impressive for ultra low settings. I mean, maybe it'll look good when I crank it, when I play it on my PC, but the Steam Deck performance, I mean, it runs. You know, unlike Jedi Survivor, I haven't crashed, so it looks like you should be able to get a decent performing experience out of this. Oh, God. Aiming with this delay that I have with my recordings is so bad. The fine mouse adjustments that you need to aim on keyboard and mouse just don't work. Okay. Inventory. I need to heal. I didn't read the controls on how to heal. Is it Q? It is. Oh, I died. Okay. Well, that's awkward. All right, we're going to pretend like that didn't happen. Okay, at this time I spawned with full health. Cool. Yeah, I mean, performance isn't great. It doesn't look that good. It's super blurry. Everything's very pixelated from what I can see on my playback screen, and there's just an input delay. So aiming just ain't it when I record these videos. I really do need to find a better way to do it, but as of right now, this is the way that gives you guys the best viewing experience. Not me the best playing experience, but you guys the best viewing. I can take that gun. Oh, you can't just do that. Oh, it disappears. I hate that, dude. When I kill somebody with a sniper rifle, I want that sniper rifle. They died. It's their fault for being bad. Granted, I died as well, but shut up.
This don't look right. Just avoid it.
Oh my god, I can climb. So it does have some like parkour stuff. See, I think the problem, and I haven't really like looked too deep into the reviews, by the way. Like, I only looked at the numbers, and the numbers weren't good. I think people are reviewing this as if, and you know, well, it is an Arkane game, right? And so they expect the same level of freedom and exploration and all those things. I did not mean to fall there, good lord. As a Dishonored game or something like that, right? And this isn't that. And supposedly the game is just pretty lackluster overall. Like, if you have Game Pass, it's like, it's fun. I'm having fun just messing around in it. And I'm having fun at this bad playing experience as well on the Steam Deck. But like, if you have Game Pass and you have, you know, what is it, 90 gigabytes on your hard drive, you can just check it out. That's what I like about Game Pass, right? Because if the worst comes to be true and Starfield sucks, at least I'm not going to pay full price to play it. I am going to buy it on Steam to do a benchmark, and then I'm going to return it. But, you know, I'm just $70 for a game like this. Like, I feel like game companies need a rude awakening fast. There needs to be some sort of legality tied around with releasing broken and unfinished products and just hyping your consumers up and releasing something that's just not... It's unethical to market a product that doesn't even exist in the current state that it's going to release in, right? Because when we see gameplay of Cyberpunk at E3, it wasn't at all like the Cyberpunk we got, right? The game was still heavy in development. And they're literally showing us a product that is not the product we received. Like, I feel like that should be illegal. I'm pressing my normal reload keys, and I realize I haven't found my keys yet, so this just doesn't work. Do I just auto pick up loot? I don't have to, like, actually go? Okay, that's cool. That's cool, that's cool. I mean, this seems to be running okay. I don't want to play for too long and, like, jump into a different area further in the game. But, I mean, this is the beauty of Game Pass, right? Like, I think if this game wasn't on Game Pass and the reviews came out as they did, nobody would play it. But because it's on Game Pass, a lot of people might still just download it to mess around with their friends, right? Because this is a co-op game. And I love single-player games, and I love, like, single-player co-op games as well. Games that you can just mess around in with your friends, like Borderlands or something like that, right? The melee button. Yeah, got it. Interesting how shooting it didn't work, but...
What you doing? God, what?
Headshots are pretty satisfying. Did they really not notice me shoot them in... Was their dialogue continuing after I shot them in the head? Because that's what it sounded like. Were they still talking after being shot in the face? Because, huh? Yeah, I think that's the problem with being a studio like Arkane, though, is like, people are going into this game expecting it to be of the same quality of Prey or Dishonored, and it doesn't seem to be a bad game. Now, granted, I have not looked into the reviews yet, so I will correct myself in production of this video. I'm going to read some reviews while stuff renders, but I mean, it works on the Steam Deck. The port seems to be decent. Like, Jedi Survivor crashed multiple times. I couldn't even get 7 minutes of gameplay of Jedi Survivor in. And this seems to run. I still don't like the concept of not being able to just pick up that gun and it just disappears. I don't like that. Man, see, I can't make the fine adjustments that you need with this recording setup. Like, I promise I'm not this bad at games, but like, with the way I record it, there's so much input delay, and like the fine adjustments with like the Bluetooth mouse plugged into the Steam Deck that's plugged into the capture card that feeds to the TV. Like, there's not much keyboard delay. Maybe I should use a wired mouse, actually. Yeah, there's a noticeable delay right there. You know what? Next benchmark video, I'm going to use a wired mouse and see if that fixes it, because the keyboard... There's like no delay, but the mouse, which is what I used to aim with, there is a lot of delay. So, okay, yeah, I think I just solved my own problem talking to myself here. But overall, I mean, this seems to run. So if you really wanted to play it on the Steam Deck, you could probably cap it at 40 frames with low settings with FSR on ultra performance, and it's playable. And obviously, while this doesn't look great on a big screen, on the Steam Deck screen, it would still look a little bit better with these settings. Now, would it be the best Redfall experience? Absolutely not. But could you kick back in bed or maybe, you know, in your truck after a long day of deliveries or something and play some Redfall if you wanted to? Yes. But is it worth $70 to do that? No. And there's not really any real Game Pass integration on the Steam Deck. And so I don't think I would recommend buying this game unless you really, 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 really want it. But if you're a casual game that has, or a casual gamer, excuse me, that has $70 to throw at a game, I would wait for performance of Jedi Survivor to be fixed rather than buying Redfall. Because the thing with Jedi Survivor, it's a good game that doesn't run. But this is just a bad game from what I can tell. And maybe not horrible, like it's not a 0 out of 10, but it's just, it's interesting. It seems like a very generic experience, which, you know, you could still have fun with. Like Dead Island 2, I still really enjoyed, even though that game wasn't like a 10 out of 10 or anything. It was still fun to run around and crush zombies. So, you know, not every game has to be the perfect game, because if every game was perfect, then there would be no perfect games, because every game's perfect, right? There would be no higher standard. There would be no Red Dead Redemption 2, because that would just be like another Far Cry, right? So, I don't know if that made sense. It's like 1 a.m. and I'm really tired and I had a long night, but it was a fun night. But I do think I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. So what do you guys think about performance of Redfall? I know I kind of talked a lot during this one. I'm sorry about that. But it seems to run okay. It seems to be a relatively decent game, and it works unlike Jedi Survivor. I might revisit Jedi Survivor after all the patches. Same with The Last of Us. But as it stands right now, it just seems like Redfall is not really a game you should be throwing $70 at. If you have Game Pass, go for it. It does take like 90 gigs or something to download it, but you know what? If you have Game Pass, it's included, so you can just check it out and see if it's fun, right? And if your other friends have Game Pass, you can play it with them. But $70 for this on Steam, I just don't. I don't think it's worth it from what I've seen of the reviews. And maybe it's one of those things where the critics hate it, but the gamers love it, because that does happen. Happens the other way around a lot more, where the critics seem to praise the game, but the game sucks. But, you know, only time will tell. I have played approximately 20 minutes of this game so far, if that, so I can't really give a full review on it. But in terms of its performance on the Steam Deck, it works, unlike Jedi Survivor. So, you know, feel free to have a discussion in the comments down below about the performance of this game. You know, as always, even if the game sucks, do try to avoid spoilers in case somebody actually wants to experience it. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down below. Are you going to be picking up Redfall, or if you have Game Pass, are you going to play it on Game Pass? If you enjoy PlayStation, do you think this is just another absolute L from Xbox? Because that seems to be the consensus with this game, especially knowing that it runs at a locked 30 FPS on consoles. So even on my Steam Deck, I'm getting more frames than you would be getting on an Xbox Series X or Xbox Series S. By the way, you would not be getting 39 to 40 frames. It locks itself at 30 frames, not even at 60, at 30 on the Xboxes. So that's a little funny to me. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought about this video down below. I will have more benchmarks coming on some more games down the line, as well as some other pretty cool projects. I will put a little sneak peek in at the end of this video of a project I'm working on that should be coming out in the next few weeks. But thank you guys so much for watching. My name's Release Radar. I'll catch you guys in the next video of whatever I make. Peace. So this is my friend Ace. She's a Twitch streamer, and she's been rocking some relatively outdated hardware for the past couple of years. And so in this video, I'm going to be going over to her apartment and helping her upgrade her new PC. She got some pretty cool specs that are pretty top of the line. So I'll see you guys when I get there.